Leo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-November 2022 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, of course, what we have in front of us, it's a bridging the gap spread, and the way it works is we'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and a main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some more cards with some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Ace of Staves. So this is the equivalent of the Ace of Wands in traditional tarot. And to me, this says that you might have felt a really strong, passionate pull toward this person in the past. You might not have communicated that to this person, but at the very least, it definitely felt like something you might have felt immediately. That instant attraction with this person. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the King of Wands. So this could be going a few different ways. King of Wands energy is typically a Leo energy. So for some of you might be dealing with Leo. For others of you, this might actually be your energy on the right side. But could just be saying that they actually might have been thinking about you quite a bit as well, but not necessarily taking any action toward you. So it looks like in the past, you guys just might have had these feelings for each other, but didn't necessarily express them. All right. Present energy on your side, we have the Ace of Cups. So now to me, this says that those feelings are still there, but now I feel like now they're starting to grow into a bit more of an emotional set of feelings as well, right? So here we have more of the passion, physical attraction energy in the past. Now in the present, feels like you're starting to get a little bit more emotionally attached as well. All right, present energy on their side, we have a few cards that came up. And one that won't come up, there we go. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So with the Wheel of Fortune, definitely looks like there's a desire to get some movement within the connection. With the Ace of Pentacles, looks like this person actually sees the potential for this to be eventually a long-term stable commitment. And then with the Four of Swords energy here, though, if we look at the artwork, it looks like two couples dancing together, right? So given that that's Four of Swords energy, it could just be saying that they might not fully be ready to get into a relationship, right? So they might try to start things off with a dynamic where maybe you guys go out as a group with mutual friends or something along those lines, right? Or go out with another couple just to kind of ease them into it, because I feel like, maybe they're not fully healed from a previous connection they might have been in, but it definitely looks like the interest is there and they do want to slowly start to grow the connection. All right, future energy on your side, we have Contemplation, which is the equivalent of the Hermit in traditional tarot, and Justice. So seeing these two cards here, I feel like this is saying that for some of you there might actually be physical distance between the two of you, possibly because you're away for work. And then with the Justice card here, if you look behind that curtain, it looks like someone returning, right? So for some of you, could just be saying that if you have been away as far as physical distance goes, it looks like there could be a reconnection coming up in the future as far as that goes. Or this could just be saying that you might actually go from, just thinking about whether or not you want to be with the person to actually taking some action toward it. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords definitely is an energy that represents communication. So at the very least, this could just be saying that there could be some discussion around the two of you meeting up somewhere, right? Given that we see night energy often represents travel and movement as well. And with the sword representing communication, given that we don't see them physically on the horse, right? Could just be saying at the very least, this is saying in the future you guys might discuss, hey, can you come visit me, or am I going to come visit you? Things along those lines, right? So for a lot of you, it does look like there's probably some kind of physical distance between the two of you at the very least. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Five of Staves. So this is actually a Leo energy here, representing an energy of a bit of a competition, possibly some arguments. But what always stands out to me with this deck in particular, if I could get them to focus, there we go. If we look at their facial expressions, the masculine energies look like they're smiling a bit, right? It looks like it's a bit more of a playful energy. Now the feminine energy looks a little bit more serious, but like this is just saying that, maybe one to two of you were flirting. Maybe you might have gone a bit overboard around something, but I feel like it wasn't a huge deal. But yeah, or at the very least, you might view this as a situation where there could be some competition for this person or they you. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Chariot. So this is Cancer energy here. But yeah, this is usually an energy of movement, feeling like something's a bit fated, destined, right? So, like I said, it looks like this person definitely would like to move things forward. Given their animals of choice to actually move the chariot, right? Not the most rapid moving animal. So again, could be another indicator that they would like to see it turn into something stable, but they might not necessarily be in a huge hurry to go from point A to point Z. So could just be saying that they would like to take things a little slowly, but they do see the potential for sure. All right, so moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Aquamonite deck here. I'm going to be looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. I'm looking for jumpers initially, but if I don't get anything after a while, I'll just put the deck down and pull cards that way. So we'll see what we get. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll put the deck down, and just give me a few seconds to tune in, we'll just pull a card. Okay, we'll take this one, and next we'll see what we get from them to you. Oh, already got one there, so that was a lot quicker. Now, on your side, we have memory, I miss you. So yeah, well, it won't focus, but at the very least, this could be another indicator of what I was seeing with the future energies there, which is to say that there's probably some physical distance between the two of you. But I don't know why that card refuses to focus. There we go. And on their side, we have stubborn. So that's actually kind of funny because I do see some energy where, like I said, it seems like they would like to move things slowly. I wasn't necessarily seeing that from a stubborn standpoint, just more of, like I said, especially with that Four of Swords, that they might have gone through something in the past that they haven't fully healed from yet, so they might just, they see the potential for things to move forward, but they just might want to take it a little slow. Although, to be fair, if we look at the King of Wands energy in the past, that facial expression and body language does look like it could be a bit stubborn, so maybe that's how you might have seen them in the past. All right, and last we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this one as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap the reading up with. All right, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you got. All right, we have All That Glitters. There's the artwork, and the number is 16. All right, so let's see what this has to say. Seems like it'll contrast with what we saw in the main reading, but let's see. All right, the relationship message says sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish the story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. So actually interesting message there. I didn't necessarily see like a superficial type of energy in this connection, Well, to be fair, maybe in the past, right? Where, like I said, it looks like you just might have felt a really strong physical attraction for this person. But if that's the case, like I said, it does seem like there's a growth of feelings in the future too. So it looks like that's not really going to be much of an issue for you guys. But hopefully that reading resonated with you. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.